Souls RNG has been out for some time now, and because of that, there are many, and I mean many auras inside of the game. So today, I'm going to be making a tier list of every single aura in the game. If you want to make your own, I will have the tier list link down below in the description. Try it out and send me a picture. Let's see if you guys could do a better job ranking them than me. Of course, guys, remember that every 10,000 subscribers, which our next milestone is 110,000, we have been giving away 10,000 Robux. This time around, at 110,000 subscribers, we are going to be giving 5,000 to 2 lucky subscribers. So make sure you subscribe if you want a chance at winning. And of course, like I said, tier list down in the description if you want to try it for yourself. But let's see how my rankings compare to your guys's. Alright, we have the tier list pulled up. Now, I did not make this. This was major help. Of course, my mod team from my Discord server, especially Murphy and Sin. So big thanks to them for pretty much making this and sending it to me, which is awesome. So yeah, let's check this out. We've got all the auras down here, and we've got some categories here. I'm going to go ahead and actually just delete E. Or sorry, not F. I want to delete E. That's not necessary. All right, we don't need C either. Just cleaning this out. And we don't need S+. So there we go. We've got a few categories now. This is good. And now all we need to do is rank these auras. So here goes nothing. Starting off with Zeus. I am going to keep in mind abilities and all of that stuff, okay? So Zeus does have an ability. The ability is cool. I'm also going to keep in mind rarity, right? So if it's like a 1 in 5 million aura, but it has quality of VFX of like a 1 in 100,000 aura, then it's going to be put low down. I personally think Zeus, the VFX, is not too special. VFX on it, kind of lame, to be honest. But the ability is cool. Overall, it is a 4.5 million, so I'm going to put it in D. I don't have it myself, but I have seen it, and I'm not a big fan. Next up, we got Common. Perfect. Next up, we got Good. Great. Next up, we got Uncommon. Amazing. Natural. Yep. Rare. Oh, yep. Keep it going, guys. Divinus. Crystallized. Rage. Let's just get all these out of the way, fellas. Rage. Forbidding. You know what, guys? Forbidding, though, I genuinely like Forbidding. It is a smart concept idea. It's only a 1 in 404, and it has decent VFX. I'll put that in D. We have Emerald. I'm not a big fan of that. Gilded. No. Ink. You know what? I'll put Ink in D as well, just because Ink has, when you walk around, it shows like a trail behind you, which I have never seen done before. I think it's pretty cool. So we are gonna put that in D. It's got something special to it. Glacier. I think this is Glacier. It's kind of hard to see. No good. Jackpot. No good. Sapphire. No good. Aquamarine. Maybe. No good. Sorry. These lower rarity ones. Yeah, we've kind of got to get through them. Glock. Okay, alright, that's an S tier if I've ever seen it. Okay, let's go through this. Glock, it's a 1 in 1700. It's not that rare. It doesn't have great VFX, but the concept is just perfect. Like, you don't want to overdo this. There is no more VFX you could put on this. This is perfectly made. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Rarity is good. I'm glad it's common. It's a funny aura to have. And I'm also very happy that they didn't overdo it with a bunch of VFX. It is the perfect aura. Glock, S tier. Kinetic, putting that one in F. Siderium, not a big fan of that. Bleeding. Bleeding did have a rework in Era 7, but unfortunately, it still sucks. Flushed, you know, Flushed isn't terrible, but I like Lobotomy more. So I think I'm just going to put that in F. Hazard, I think Hazard's pretty cool, actually. I'm a big fan of the VFX on it. It's not too rare. Put that in D. Quartz. You guys know I'm a pretty big suck up for Quartz. I'm going to have to be our first B right there. The reason why I'm putting Quartz in B, it's a low rarity aura. I think it's a 1 in 8,000 if I'm not mistaken. And it looks sick. I mean, I just love the pink winds and stuff. I think it looks amazing. Me personally, putting that one in B. Undead. Yeah, we need a new tier. We need a new tier, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot to put this tier in here. I forgot that Undead existed. So yeah, let's just get that out of the way. Okay, there we go. Corrosive, putting that in F. Rage Heated, absolutely hate it. Atrocious. Powered is bad. I'm sorry. It's one of those new auras again. It's like a 1 in 17,000, and it's just hideous. The aura, the concept, everything about it. It's no good. Aquatic. Aquatic is another one I'm really not a big fan of. There's going to be a lot of Fs, guys. There's going to be a lot of Fs. It is a 1 in 40,000, and the VFX is kind of just lame. Starlight, on the other hand, 1 in 50,000, decent VFX. It's a 1 in 5,000 when you're in the Starfall biome. I think it's pretty cool. Lunar and Solar, both another 2 Fs. Nautilus, should I put Nautilus in D or F? See, the thing I like about Nautilus is like the chains. I like how there's like chains around your chest. If they didn't have that, it would definitely be an F, but I think just because of that, I want to put it up in D. Next up, we've got Permafrost, absolutely horrid aura. Stormal, another horrid aura. Eclipse Crafted, I genuinely kind of like the VFX on that one. It's pretty simple, but also pretty cool. Exotic. Now, remember guys, I said I was going to take into account everything, including ability, rarity, VFX, and also utility. Exotic is one of the 2 major auras needed in crafting recipes. And because of that, I'm going to put it in B. I think the VFX is kind of lame, especially for 1 in 100,000. I'm not a big fan of the VFX at all, but it is so useful. The aura is just so useful, guys. You need it for Heavenly Potion 2s. So, putting that one in B. Comet, get out of here. Ink Leak, I'm also putting this one in B. Another lower rarity aura. I believe this one's a 1 in 14,000 if I'm not mistaken, or something around there. And it is sick. I like the all black with the white glowing eyes. I just think that looks really cool. So I'm putting that one up in B. Diabolic Void, no good. Undead Devil, I think this one's alright. I'll put this one in D. By the way, I'm going to start slowing down once we get to the dev exclusives and higher rarity auras. But right now, we're just kind of in the mid auras, so I'm going to try to just blast through them. But yeah, I think Ink Leak and Undead Devil both look pretty good. Jade, go ahead, we just put that one here. Bounded, same thing, pretty useless. Hazard Race, I'll put that one in D along with the other Hazard one. I think it looks cool. It's a little bit rarer though. Flush Lobotomy, this is another great one, guys. I'm putting it in A. 1 in 69,000. It's another perfect aura. I mean, it's a lot like Glock. It's not overdone. It's not too rare, and it's pretty memey. I like the troll, or not the troll. I like the face. I don't know if it's troll face or anything, but I do like the face on that avatar, so I'll put that one in A. Celestial, fellas, putting that one with Exotic for the exact same reason. Not a fan of the VFX at all, but it is needed in Heavenly Potion 1, which you need 2 Heavenly Potion 2s, or sorry, 2 Heavenly Potion 1s in order to put it into a recipe for Heavenly Potion 2. So we'll put that one up in B tier. Next up, we've got Twilight, a 1 in 6 million, and it looks honestly lame. So F tier. This one that I can't pronounce. You know, I'll put it in D. It is rare. The VFX is alright, but it kind of reminds me of like an anime VFX, and I kind of mess with that, so I will put that one in D. Next up, we've got Arcane. Arcane does have an ability, and for that, I'm putting it in A. Okay, it's a 1 in a million. It's a classic OG aura. It looks okay. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks alright. And it has a teleportation ability, which allows you to glitch into a bunch of really cool spots. So that ability, just because of that ability, I'm putting it up in A. Next up, we've got Defined and Undefined. I hate both of these auras, guys. Everything about them. How the whole null biome works with them and Breakthrough and their look, just no. Alright, we've got Astral. This is another new one from this era, and I am not a fan of it. I'm sorry. I am just not a fan of that. Gravitational. A 1 in 2 million. I'll put it in D. Okay, if it hadn't had the rework done to it, it would definitely be an F right now. But I had a rework. It looks a little bit better. I think it could still look a whole lot better, but it looks a tiny bit better. A 1 in 2 million though, so, you know, for 1 in 2 million, I think it should look better, to be honest. Next up, oh, here's a good one. Bounded, Unbound. Hell yeah. Putting that one in B. You guys know I'm a big fan of this aura. I think for 1 in 2 million, they put a lot of effort into those VFX. I think out of a bunch of other auras around 1 in 2 million, Bounded looks the best. The VFX is fantastic. Alright, we've got Virtual. Just no. Just stay at the bottom. Virtual is staying all the way down. Alright, all the way down. Poseidon, I'll put that one in D. Once again, it's decent VFX. It looks alright. But I also think for a 1 in 4 million, it could look better. Magnetic reverse polarity, I hate that one so much. I'm not a fan of the VFX at all. Kind of clutters my screen a lot, and it doesn't even look too good. And it's a 1 in 1 million, so definitely should look a whole lot better. Aquatic Flame. Aquatic Flame just had a rework, and I'm actually a massive fan of the rework. I genuinely think the aura looks 30 times better now. If it was the old Aquatic Flame, that's easily bottom tier F. It's literally just this recolored orange. But with the rework, it looks so much better. I think for a 1 in 4 million, it's pretty accurately placed. Maybe it could be a little bit lower, like a 1 in 3 million, but a 1 in 4 million with that kind of VFX, I think it's very well made. Put that in B tier. Next up, we've got Solar Solstice. Honestly, I am not a fan of this aura. It's a 1 in 5 million, and it's pretty underwhelming compared to other auras around that rarity. It's kind of lame, okay? So I'm going to keep that in F. We have a lot of auras in F, but I kind of like that. I don't want to flood the upper tiers, right? Those upper tiers should be kept for the best and the coolest auras in the game. It's not just going to be the best auras that got put up there. All right, guys. I promise if there's like a 1 in, you know, something like Impeached, that's extremely rare but doesn't look too good, I'm not going to put it up in A. It's not going to happen, so don't worry about it. Got Galaxy. Galaxy, I'm not a fan of the VFX, but I love the idle pose. And for that, I'll put it in D tier. Lunar Full Moon, absolutely not. Get down here, guys. Get down. Hades, yes. Hades looks fantastic. I think Hades for 1 in 6 million looks extremely well made. I do have a little bit of a hatred towards Hades just because I've gotten like 5 of them. Every time I use a Heavenly Potion 2 inside of Hell, I feel like I get a Hades. So it's not my favorite aura, but I also think it is well made. It also had a rework. A lot of these auras have had reworks and they look a whole lot better. Hades is one of them. Looks great. Definitely not worthy of S like Glock, but it is still a good looking aura. Alright, next up we've got Hypervolt, I believe. Yep, instantly into the F. Sorry. I have personal hatred against Hypervolt, but not only putting it in an F because of my personal hatred, guys. The aura is ugly. It's a 1 in basically 8 million, and it looks like that. Absolutely hideous. Star Scourge. Put it in D. It's okay. I definitely think they should do a rework. A Star Scourge rework would be awesome, but it also looks alright. Definitely could look worse. Definitely feel like it could look worse, but we have to keep in mind it is also a 1 in 10 million, right? I feel like if it was a little bit of a lower rarity, it might be up in B, but it is a 1 in 10 million. Sailor. I won't put it in S just because I know you guys will get mad. I'll put it down in A. 1 in 12 million. Okay, the VFX, it's nothing special. It's nothing crazy, but it's extremely unique. There is no other aura in the game, as far as I know, that utilizes like a model, right? Besides, of course, like Therma, which is a dev exclusive aura. It's like a, sorry, not Therma, Road Trip, which is literally like you riding a toy car. But besides that, I don't think there's any other auras in the game that utilize a model. And I just think it is an extremely unique and cool design. And for that, I'll put it in A. Wow, we've got Glitch. Okay, now this is tough. Because Glitch, there's so many factors that goes into Glitch. Like, Glitch has so much lore behind it, right? It was the rarest aura in the game for a long time. You can only get it from the Glitch biome. It is a 1 in 12 million. It looks pretty cool, especially after the rework. But I still think there are better auras out there. I'm gonna keep it in A. I'm not gonna put it up in S, okay? I think you need to do a little bit better than that to get into S. It is Glitch biome exclusive, extremely hard to get. It does look very nice, but it doesn't have an ability or anything like that. Next up, we've got Arcane Legacy. Yeah, sorry. We put Arcane in A. I'm putting this one in D. It's the exact same thing as Arcane. Same ability, same generic look. They just have like a rune behind you now. And for an extra 14 million in rarity, definitely not getting put up there. Same with Arcane Dark. Same ordeal, same ability, same look pretty much, except this one is purple now. And I think there's a couple other stuff. I haven't really seen Arcane Dark in game, but I'm not going to put it up too high. Chromatic. Okay. Chromatic's a pretty cool one. It's a pretty simple design, to be fair. It is a 1 in 20 million. I feel like I'd like the VFX to look a little bit better for 1 in 20 million. A little underwhelming, but it still looks alright. Ethereal. Now, this is one I really like, guys. For a 1 in 35 million, I think the VFX fits it perfectly. There is no ability, unfortunately, but I really love the chains that kind of hold down the orb that floats above you. Overall, I think it's a great looking aura. Exotic Apex. Okay. Now this one, I'm going to have to put in probably B. I'll put this one in B. It looks okay. It doesn't look horrible. Doesn't have an ability. It is a 1 in 50 million though. And I think the VFX is not the greatest. Definitely deserves a rework, and hopefully it gets one. Matrix. Speaking of reworks, Matrix did just get a rework. A 1 in 50 million. And I think it looks fantastic. I still really want to get Matrix. It's one of my dream auras. To be fair, I did get Overtier History, which is my literal dream aura. So, there's that. But I also think Matrix looks amazing. Great looking aura. Hopefully I get it at some point. I think the rework was really well made. Chromatic Genesis, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm putting Chromatic Genesis in A for 3 reasons. A, VFX is sick. B, it is a 1 in 100 million, and I think the VFX matches it. I love the text that comes off. And C, the star animation. Oh my goodness. In my opinion, the best star animation in the game. You know, when you pull something, if it's above 1 in 100 million, it has a custom animation to it, I believe. And this is one of them. I think it looks the best out of literally every single one in the game. Star Scorch Radiant. You guys may hate on me for this, but D. Okay. It's a 1 in 100 million. And I don't see much of a difference between these two. It kind of looks like they just moved the orb's position to be like diagonal, colored it blue, and instead of an orb, it's now a crystal. That seems like it's it. It's pretty lame. I have it, okay? I personally have this aura, and I am not a big fan of it. So I am sticking it in the D category. Alright, we're getting into the big hitters now. And pretty soon, the dev exclusives and unobtainable auras, which we will also rank. But for right now, we still have a few more normal ones, including Overtier. Sorry guys, I love Overtier so much. Everything about it is perfect. The ability is so unbelievably unique. Like, the ability is so cool. It actually has a use. Time stopping is such a fun thing to troll with. The aura looks sick. I absolutely love the clock behind you. And for a 1 in 150 million, I think it should at least be a 1 in 200 million. Beautiful looking aura. Impeached. Oh yes. Into the F tier you go, my friend. Impeach. I think it's a 1 in 200 million or 1 in 300 million. I think it's 1 in 200, but I'm not too sure. The VFX is just so underwhelming. The ability is alright, but it's literally just a sword that crashes into the ground. It looks okay, but I think it's the worst looking rare aura in the game. Oppression. I just have to put Oppression in S. It is the rarest aura in the game. It looks sick. I love the glitching text. Yeah, it just deserves a category in S. Archangel. Archangel just had a rework, and I think it got a whole lot better. Still not too good. The ability is kind of underwhelming. It's literally just like a slam and creates some shockwave effects. But it's the classic rare aura. It's like the face of the game when it comes to when you think of like a rare aura. You know, Archangel pops into your mind, or probably Glitch as well. It's a cool aura. Cool concept. I love the look of it. I just think the ability could be a little bit better. But the aura itself looks really good. Overtier History. Third S of the video. Let's go. It's literally just Overtier, but better. Green is just so much better. I'm sorry, guys. Green genuinely looks better. And of course, it also has that fantastic time stop ability. Alright, we've got a few more here. We're going to try to get through these kind of quick. Bloodlust looks amazing. Would be nice if it had an ability, though, I will say. Would be awesome if it had an ability. But I still think it looks great. I really love the Sith sickle, scythe. I don't know what you call it. Whatever you're holding. That looks fantastic. Great looking aura. You can get inside of Hell Biome 1 in 30 million. Or outside of it 1 in 300 million. Abyssal Hunter. Putting this one in high A. Because Abyssal Hunter, another OG aura. It looks amazing. And its ability literally transforms it into like 2 other auras. You're getting like a 3-for-1 package deal when you get Abyssal Hunter. It's a great looking aura, honestly. Gargantua. Okay, another one you guys may hate on me for a bit, but I'm putting it in D. For a couple of reasons. Yes, the VFX looks pretty cool. Okay, the VFX looks alright. But there is no ability. It is a 1 in 430 million. I believe the rarest base stat in the game. And on top of that, it's blinding. you can't really play the game with that aura on. This massive black hole above you is like right where your camera sits. So it's like impossible to see through it. And it is just unbelievably annoying. Alright, getting into the unobtainables. This is where it gets interesting. I've never seen these in game, so my rankings on these might be a little bit off. First up, we have lightning though. This is an unobtainable. I believe it was an old 1 in 40,000 before, like in pre-testing phase or something like that. And then when they released the game, for whatever reason, they didn't put it into the actual game. Instead, replaced it with like aquatic. And it still looks terrible, to be honest. There's nothing too special about it. Besides the fact that it's rare, I don't think it's too special. Divinest Love, it's nothing special. It doesn't look cool. Same with this one, the Flushed Heart Eye. I'd also put it in here. But these next two, Cupid and Blossom, I think they both deserve a higher tier. I may be a little bit of a suck up for like these pink designs here. But I really like this. It's simple. This bow, I love the idle pose. I love the bow and arrow. It looks cool. This one, another one, it's simple. It reminds me a lot of like Quartz. I wish it had a better idle pose though. But I still think the VFX itself looks amazing. Alright, next up. Ooh, here we go. April Fool's Auras. The Chromatic, which was a variant of Chromatic, where basically it didn't really change too much. I think everything became like blocky, and that was about it. Don't really know how to describe it. It looks alright. It's a 1 in 40 million though, and for that I'm putting it in F. Just because it's a 1 in 40 million. And it honestly doesn't look too much better than the original. I'm Peach. Yeah, that one's also going in F, guys. Both Impeached and I'm Peach made it into F. I'm Peach is just blinding. It's a lot like Gargantua. You can't see with that thin on, bro. And you eat up any other auras around you. Honestly annoying. Soul. I'm putting this in S just because it is like the developer aura. Out of all the developer auras, this is the special one, right? You get a title if you spot the soul in-game. Developer exclusive aura. There was a YouTuber like event a couple days ago where a bunch of people, a bunch of YouTubers were in a private server and devs joined and like gave them the soul aura for a bit. It was pretty cool. I wasn't there though. I wasn't even awake. Would have been fun though because I heard it was pretty chaotic. Next up, we've got layers. Guys, can I make a new category here? Row below. Let's just make it like, let's make it the color white and we'll just say, I don't know. I'm putting it in here because I genuinely cannot tell what this aura looks like. I'm sorry, from this image, I just can't tell. And same with this one. From the image, I can't tell what it is. I can see the text, but I can't tell if there's any VFX on it. Alright, next up we've got Constraint Test. Literally undead, but as like a different color. Not too sure why. Putting that in F just because I don't get it. Sovereign. I love this aura, guys. I'm a big fan of Sovereign. Just like I'm a massive fan of Sailor. This is the actual only other aura in the game that utilizes a model. Except Sailor is obtainable. So we do have to keep that in mind. Sailor is obtainable. This one is not. But it still utilizes that chair model. I think it is a sick looking aura. And for that, I'm putting it in A. Abomination. Literally Exotic Apex recolored. It doesn't look that good, guys. It really doesn't. I'm trying to find Exotic Apex. Exotic Apex. Yeah, I'm just going to stick it with it because it's like the exact same aura. Alright, this, I don't know. It's, okay, you know what? We're just going to put these two in here right now because these are already made ones that were literally just like colored differently or named differently or something. So I'm not even going to bother with those ones. Cool. Genuinely, I like this. I'm putting it up in A. Obviously, we don't know the rarity of these ones because they're dev exclusive. But it reminds me a lot of Flush Lobotomy and Glock. It's simple. It looks cool though, and I really do like the design. Next up, we've got Stardust. Really not a fan of this one. To be honest, I'm really not. It's simple VFX, and I don't think there's an ability or anything. It's really nothing too special. Sailor Flying Dutchman. Oh, yes. If you guys thought Sailor was a good aura, take a look at Flying Dutchman. It is like a galleon, bro. There are 3 masts. It's just sick. You've got this massive ass bow. Great looking aura. Your avatar, your idle pose is like sitting on top of one of the crow nests, like leaning off of it. Great looking aura. Hopefully they make it a non-dev exclusive. Next we got this one. This one actually used to be in the game before it got removed, and I thought it looked pretty cool. So I want to put that one up in B. And finally, definitely not the worst looking aura here, we've got this one. This name is not English. It is, I don't even know what language it is, but I believe it is Japanese probably. And I've heard its name is Red Full Moon. This is just probably the coolest aura in the game right now, actually. So let's just put it up here. It has an ability that can literally kill players. It looks sick. It even has an equip animation. When you equip it, it has like an animation, which is really cool. The star looks great. Overall, an absolutely fantastic aura. Well, there you guys go. Let me know what you thought about my rankings down below in the comments. And like I said, the tier list will also be posted there, so you can make your own tier list. And let me know what you guys would change. But that is going to do it for today. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.